What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. Today, I'm very excited because it is day number 1 of peak week, or my carb up for my show. So today I get 500 grams of carbs when I've been living off of probably 150 to 175 for the last month or two. So very excited about that. But I figured I'll take you guys through an entire full day of eating, basically everything I'm taking and eating right now. So first things first, we're gonna do our morning supplements, which I have right here. It is Wednesday for the show on Saturday, so we have supplements there. And our current supplement stack, we have the multivitamin from Transparent Labs. We also have Immune. Let's see if I can show you guys this. So we got the multivitamin, we've got Immune, we've got KSM66, which is just ashwagandha. We've got krill oil, and then an allergy med, that's just the Kroger brand. We've got all of our Funko Pops back there. This is one of my favorites ones, honestly, King Boomy. He's like an old dude in Avatar who doesn't look ripped, but then he takes his shirt off and he is ripped, which is kind of sick. But yeah, so we will take our morning supplements. I need to grab my water real quick. Let's see. Boom. So also we're gonna be tracking our water, which I've never normally done before. So we get 4 of these. This is 2.5 or 2.2 liters, which I believe is about a half gallon. So I get 2 gallons of water today. This is basically empty, so we're just gonna use this to take our meds and then refill it up. We get 4 of these throughout the day, as well as 1 energy drink and 1 Powerade. But yeah, I just want to make sure I take you guys through everything, show you guys everything I'm putting in my body over the next 3 days as I carb up for the show. We're very flat, lean, but very flat right now, and the goal is to fill up with all these carbs. But yeah, I'm gonna take these supplements. I'll see you guys for meal number 1. Also, one other thing, we're gonna cut the step goal out today. So I used to have a goal of about 18,000 steps. Today is actually a goal to keep it below 10,000. Just walking throughout my normal day, maybe doing some post-meal digestion walks, but not actually hopping on the treadmill doing full cardio sessions. So cardio is cut out, as well as seasonings, but I'll show you guys throughout the day what I eat. But yeah, other than that, it is a rest day. We only have 1 more training day. And yeah, we basically eat a bunch of carbs. Alrighty, so we're here with our first meal of the day. It took a little while to cook up just because we had to make some potatoes, but we have 4 ounces of chicken tenderloin right here. That I do cook in batches, so that was just very, very quick to heat up. Then we have 300 grams of russet potato with no seasonings, just a little bit of olive oil, throw in the air fryer, 400 degrees for about 12 minutes, and then obviously shake it a few times, make sure it gets evenly cooked. So that's 300 grams of russet potatoes. And we have 6 rice cakes. So I get to choose between the caramel, apple, and chocolate rice cakes. So I've got 2 of the apple rice cakes right here. They're the like apple cinnamon, boom. And then we have 4 chocolate rice cakes right here as well. Lots of carbs, as you can tell. And we're also gonna get 10 grams of peanut butter. This is once again Kroger natural creamy peanut butter. It is just simply, let's see, I think roasted peanuts and salt, so very, very simple there. But as far as the chicken seasoning, I am using this Famous Dave's chicken seasoning and making sure my chicken is well seasoned. That's where most of my sodium's coming from. And then once again, no additional seasonings, no salt or peppers on potatoes, keeping those plain for potassium reasons. And we got our water right here. But yeah, let me go ahead and read up the macros for this meal real quick. Once again, very heavy in carbs, lighter in protein and fat. And this is also the first time I've actually followed a meal plan, the entire prep. Like, this is exactly what my coach wants me to eat. 4 ounces of chicken breast, 300 grams of potatoes, 6 rice cakes, 10 grams of peanut butter. Everything else for my entire body meal and prep up to the last 3 days has pretty much been, if it fits your macros, obviously focus on healthy whole foods. But this meal right here comes out to be 771 calories, 130 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fat, and 41 grams of protein. I am so excited for today. Lots of carbs to come. Total of 500 grams of carbs coming throughout the day. For this meal number 1, I'm gonna dig in. I'll see you guys in the next meal. Not quite time for meal number 2 yet, but we are gonna have our energy drink of the day. We're going with the Ghost Swedish Fish right here. I believe it comes out to be 5 calories. Am I covering that up? Where is it? Okay, right there, 5 calories. So this is gonna be our energy drink of the day. When I do work out, I have Reigns because they have 300 milligrams of caffeine, where this only has 200. So today's energy drink of the day is gonna be the Ghost Swedish Fish. My favorite Ghost by far is this flavor right here. But yeah, we're gonna have that and basically just grind out a bunch of work. So today's client check-in days, editing, filming for YouTube, making thumbnails, all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of my kick to get the juices flowing, get the energy up as I do those check-ins. Because I am, once again, I'm still very low on energy. Like, you guys see me obviously pick up the camera. I do my best to keep the energy up, talk, but outside of that, like, I am just like, all right, let's kind of like just exist for a little while. I think I mentioned before, like my chores even are kind of annoying to do, as far as like, once again, laundry, making your bed, brush your teeth, just stuff like that. Anything that takes energy is a little bit hard right now, which just sucks because that's not my normal life. I normally have good energy, good mood, good focus, but being this into prep, it's kind of what happens, and the energy drink's gonna help me get through my client check-ins today. So we're gonna have this. See you guys at meal number 2. And we're back for meal number 2. It is actually gonna be pretty much the exact same as meal number 1. So we have our 4 ounces of chicken tenderloin right there. Once again, meal prep this stuff ahead of time. That is the key to success, especially for all my clients on a cut. I always say, plan ahead. That is gonna help you stick to your diet, having things ready, especially protein sources. So you got 4 more ounces of chicken tenderloin, another 300 grams of russet potato, no salt, no pepper, just a little bit of olive oil spray into the air fryer. We've got 6 rice cakes, this time all chocolate. I stocked up on, I think I got like 5 chocolate, five chocolate sleeves of rice cakes, 1 or 2 apple, 1 or 2 caramel, whatever you wanna pronounce it as. And then we're gonna have 10 more grams of peanut butter for some healthy fats. And one thing I do want to note is that there will be very few fruits and vegetables today, just because we wanna once again focus on very easily digestible foods, and we don't want too much fiber in the diet. So this is gonna be very unique in the sense that this is a bodybuilding prep, peak week specific diet. This does not have fruits, it does not have vegetables, obviously some micronutrients in the chicken, potatoes, and some peanut butter, but this is very specific to what I'm currently doing. This is not something you should copy if you're just trying to lose weight. Go check out every other full day of eating I've had before this point. This is specific to carbing up for a bodybuilding show. When you're single digit body fat, you're very low on, once again, energy, carbs, glycogen storages, and you're trying to fill up for a show. This is very unique, so do not copy this, please. But I just want to show you guys the process that I'm going through right now for my bodybuilding show in literally 3 days. So that's meal number 2. The macros for this are gonna be the exact same as before. So it's 771 calories, 130 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fat, and 41 grams of protein. I'm really enjoying this because, once again, I will say the best seasoning or flavor enhancement is hunger. The fact that I'm hungry, plain chicken, plain potatoes, plain rice cakes tastes absolutely amazing to me. So yeah, my palate might be a little bit off, my taste buds might be a little bit off because I've been eating this way and hungry for a long time. But I mean, still, it's all relative, right? Tastes amazing to me, and that's what matters. So we're gonna dig in. I'll see you guys at meal number 3. And here we are with meal number 3. I know what you guys are thinking, Jack, that looks exactly the same as meal number 1 and meal number 2. And that's because it is. We have 6 more rice cakes, once again, of the chocolate variety, the best form in my personal opinion. But I will say, caramel and the apple cinnamon are both very, very good. Between those two, I'd probably say chocolate, caramel, then apple cinnamon. Personal preference, but yeah, we got 6 more of those. We're gonna have 10 grams of our peanut butter, our natural creamy peanut butter, just just roasted peanuts and salt in there. Then we have our 4 ounces of chicken tenderloin right there, as well as our 350 grams of unseasoned potato. So yes, this is gonna be the exact same meal as meal 1 and meal 2, and the exact same macros. So I'll throw those up right there because I think they're like 771, 130 grams of carbs, and I don't wanna mess up the rest, but that'll be boom right here. That's meal number 3. We have 1 more meal of the day, and I'll surprise you. See you then. I know I said I'd see you guys at the next meal, but we're actually gonna have our post-workout cocktail. Even though we aren't working out today, I'm still gonna take my creatine every single day right there, and we're gonna add post, just because, once again, as far as soreness goes, you do not wanna be sore on stage. I just posed for about a half hour, so we're gonna consider it kind of like a mini workout and have this post-workout cocktail. So first things first, creatine going down. Once again, it does not matter when you take creatine, highly recommend 5 grams a day. You probably, if you're like a smaller female, get away with 3 grams a day. But I definitely think 5 grams for most people every day is all you need. Once again, pretty cheap supplement as well. And then our post, this is absolutely delicious. So I always like to have that in there as well. Make it go down even smoother. So we have those 2 things, as well as our Powerade Zero. This will actually be cut out tomorrow. So this is my last day with Powerade Zero. We'll cut it out Thursday, Friday before the show on Saturday. Also, the hardest part about this entire, not too hot. The hardest part about this entire prep has been, I live at home right now, and my little sister's at home, as well as my brother. And as you can see, there's bacon bits right here for a soup my brother made. and there's brownies right here that my sister made. So that's probably the single hardest thing, is being in a house where no one else is on prep but you, and they, once again, get to eat like normal people, and I get to watch them do it. But once again, that's where willpower comes in, planning ahead, already having my meals cooked up. Like I literally already have my chicken, potatoes, and rice cakes for my next meal, not nest meal. But yeah, just wanna go over, once again, the post-prep cocktail, also Transparent Labs, code Perez saves you 10% on all Transparent Labs products. Absolutely love their products, how clean they are, third-party tested, highly recommend checking those out. We're gonna go ahead and mix this up with our little milk frother, which I stole from my little sister as well, I always use. And we're gonna have this, sip on this, and I'll probably have my last meal in about an hour or so, so I'll definitely show you guys that. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna sip on this and get rehydrated with Powerade. And we are down to the fourth and final meal of the day, and I know what you're thinking, Jack, you're not gonna have the exact same meal again for the fourth time in a row in one day. You're mistaken, I sure am. So here we have 4 ounces of chicken tenderloin, 300 grams of our potatoes, no salt, no pepper, just a little bit of olive oil, throw that in the air fryer, and then our 6 rice cakes as well as our peanut butter on the side. And why am I eating this way? So the biggest thing is to manage digestion. We will make sure that all these carbs are basically getting well digested, and I don't have any bloating, indigestion, any sort of like stomach issues. And we're keeping things bland to make sure that I'm watching my sodium intake, so we're not spiking the sodium too much. We have well-seasoned chicken, obviously, potassium in the potatoes, but we don't want to overload on sodium because that will basically make us hold more water. There's all kinds of stuff to it, but basically we're going with things that are very easily digestible tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the meals are pretty much the exact same. I think it's like 5 rice cakes instead of 6, 200 grams of potatoes instead of 300, and then also I get some cereal at the end of the day instead of, I believe, some rice cakes. I think we sub out rice cakes for potatoes, or we sub out potatoes for cereal, something like that. Small changes, but the main thing here, keep it bland, keep it easily digestible, and keep it under control in terms of minimizing the fat, maximizing the carbs, and still having some protein there. Maisie's over there whining, but yeah, once again, this meal comes out to be 771 calories, 130 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fat, and 41 grams of protein. That brings our day total to 3,086 calories, 520 grams of carbs. I think it was supposed to be 500, but maybe the chocolate rice cakes might have gone a little bit over. But 520 grams of carbs, 47 grams of fat, and 164 grams of protein. And I'll be honest, I look forward to this meal so much. Like this, but I feel like a bottomless pit. I will say, I eat this meal, I'm like, I could eat another 6 rice cakes, I could eat another 400 grams of potatoes, I could eat more chicken. So for me, it's more so the hunger is making these meals taste really, really good, but I also feel like a bottomless pit in the sense that I could eat like 5 or 6 more meals like this right now because of how hungry I am. But regardless, this is all I get, the final meal of the day. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, honestly, the biggest thing here is the fact that it's just carbs, simple, easily digestible, low on sodium, low on carbonation, cutting out all that kind of stuff to make sure that when I step on stage, I'm not bloated, I'm not holding water, I just have full muscles. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna end things here. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time, and it very well might be when I'm on stage. See you then. Peace.